block from the Capitol and a few blocks from Sparrow Hospital. And with us right now, Dennis Swan is on the other end of our line, the president and CEO of Sparrow Hospital. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Haven't seen you in a while. Are you feeling healthy today?
Actually, things are going great.
Swell. Drop on by our studio one of these days. We're right here next to the Capitol at Washington and Allegan in the Grand Traverse Pie Company, and have some cherries. Those are good for you, I'm told. And, living a healthy lifestyle. And you had some big news come across the wire. I think it was on Friday that Sparrow is the first health system in Michigan and one of the first 5 in the nation to join the Mayo Clinic Care Network. What does that mean?
Well, you have that right. It is a really exciting thing for Sparrow. For this region, as far as we're concerned, it's a pretty good news for the entire state. And that is that dating back about a year or so ago, we traveled to Mayo, and we were warmly greeted there, told Sparrow's story, and the next thing you know, they were telling us about an opportunity to be a part of a new network that's being formed across the nation called the Mayo Care Clinic Network. And in any event, we're just really pleased to be a part of it.
What does it mean to the average person that Sparrow will keep its name and all that sort of thing, but you will be somehow affiliated with Mayo?
What it really means is we'll be a member again of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. 5 organizations so far. Again, there will be a number across the nation over time. We really were an early adopter on this one. And what it does do is it puts our physicians in more immediate contact with Mayo physicians. It allows our physicians also to have access to the same database that the Mayo physicians use about care protocols, best practices, the latest updates on certain diseases, illnesses, those kinds of things as well. Mm-hmm. It allows us to go behind the scenes with our friends in the executive roles at Mayo as well. And you will see us co-branding along with them. Yes, you will see Sparrow's name and logo alongside of the Mayo Clinic Care Network as well. So just really pleased about it. But what it is, that's really where we start. Where we go from here is we expect there'll be numerous other collaborations as we go down the lines. We take a look at various different key service lines and things we could do to further develop them. I
have been a couple of times to Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, and the cab driver there told me, this is the medical Las Vegas. Well, and I found out what he meant. I mean, you walk into the lobby, right, and there's Chihuly artwork, and there's a guy playing the piano, and the most amazing thing to me, too, is that when you go down for your blood test, if you fasted overnight, you like to get there really early at 7 in the morning, right?
You got it. That's right.
And there's this big room, and there are probably, 20 doors and at the front of the seating area, and a name is being called constantly. Lep, Beagle, blah, 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 blah.
$25,000 grand prize?
Nonstop. It's like, come on down, and you're going to get your blood test, right? So I asked the lady, I said, how many of these do you do a day? And she says, I do about 60 a day. Mm-hmm. In her shift, and then they give you so say you're going to get a physical.
That's some phlebotomy going on there.
Yeah, and you get this, and it's like you're in a college class where you go, okay, from 8 till 9 we're going to do this, and from 9 till 10 you just walk from place to place throughout. And if it's winter, you can go through tunnels below or skywalks above, and you just spend a whole 2 days and the guy says to me, you got a little heart murmur. I think we're going to have a look at that. He says, we're going to get a, whatever it's called, echocardiogram. I says, well, I'm figuring, when do I do that? I'm figuring it's going to be 2 weeks down. He says, about 5 minutes. Off you go.
That's not the way it works there. Yeah, I think that's the key, really. It's about quality, but it's about the patient experience. And this is an organization that has well over 100 years' experience at putting the patient at the center of everything they do. And so it's so consistent with our focus here, quality, the patient experience. And if you really want to get into and understand what that's really all about and how those systems and processes can work for the benefit of the patient, visit there, understand what's going on, and that's really, that inside look is going to help us tremendously going forward.
And it's very similar, too, in that the Mayo Clinic, at least in Rochester, is right smack in the center of town. So there are hotels all around it. It's kind of like Sparrow here is right in the middle of the Capitol. It's right downtown. This is the same thing over there. And it's quite fascinating. You know what? The other thing, too, Dennis, is that people, I think casual observers, when they hear somebody's going to Mayo Clinic, they're like, oh, my God, it must be horrible. It's not just for extreme cases. It's full-service health care.
Well, it really is. But I would say this, and this is what this Mayo Clinic Care Network's all about. There's also a philosophy there, though, that's important, which is care should be delivered as close to home as possible. Mm-hmm. And so we already see various people going from this region and this state to Mayo. What's happened at these other clinic care network members is you've seen people who've decided to stay put because the same protocols, processes, and all that can be made available here in concert with Mayo physicians. And so we expect that over time we will see more people, when we do need to make a transfer from Sparrow, may very well be transferred to Mayo. There's no obligation to do that, but at the same time, we think that there are people who are already experiencing Mayo who will say, maybe I can do that locally as well on a coordinated basis. And so there's really mutual benefit out of this. But again, it's patient at the center of everything. Have that care as close to home as possible. That's something Mayo believes in. Of course, we believe in that as well.
Well, congratulations. It's quite a coup for the Sparrow Health System, and we're happy for you, and we'll keep in close touch.
Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
See you again soon. That's Dennis Swan. You know him, President and CEO of Sparrow Hospital.